and welcome to your Monday Morning Yoga Minutes. I'm Audra Monk, and I teach at Mountain Spirit Yoga in Middletown, Maryland, and we would love for you to join us at the studio for a class or a workshop. But we're super happy that you're joining us here, either on Facebook or on YouTube. You can find out all of our information at mountainspirityoga.com. All right, so we're going to get started. Today is a standing practice. A mat and some blocks are really nice, especially the blocks. But if you don't have that, you can make that work too. So let's just get started. We're going to play with triangle pose. So we'll warm up a tiny bit. We're going to do, I think 2, maybe 3, we'll see what happens, variations on triangle pose. And then you'll be off on your way. So come to your mat or your practice space. Hold on, I'm going to fix this a second. Oh, it sticks to the floor. Okay. So hopefully I didn't make that worse. Okay, it's good. So find your mountain pose, Tadasana. So we want the feet about hip distance apart. We want to lift and spread the toes and then let them settle back in. Feel the inner edge of the foot and the outer edge of the foot and then engage the thighs. So we don't want to over clench, but we want to bring energy to the thighs, lifting the kneecaps. Good. Roll the shoulders down and back. Tuck the chin slightly and the top of the head reaches towards the sky. Good. Pause here just a moment to center yourself. Eyes can be opened or closed, or maybe just look towards the floor. And take a couple breaths where we let go of whatever's going on in our day, and we just bring ourselves to our mat or to our practice for just this few minutes. Good. All right. So take your feet out moderately wide. Don't go super wide yet. We're going to warm up a little bit. Angle your toes out. Bring the hands to the hips, shoulders down and back again, and take a couple little squats. Good. Some down and up. So just kind of feeling in, down and up. Feeling into the knees and the thighs and what's going on in the hips for you today. Beautiful. Nice and easy. Okay, let's widen the feet a little bit more. Again, toes angle slightly out, down and up. Beautiful. And when you come up, give a nice little squeeze to the thighs at the top. Good. So let the energy be in drawing energy up from the earth. Good. Towards the heart. All right. One more here. All right. Turn towards one toe. And let your heel be less behind you. Get my legs all adjusted here. All right, so think warrior 2. Hips and chest are open, and we're gonna bend and straighten that front leg. Yep, bend and straighten. So bend it and straighten it. When you straighten, think about that as the work phase. And when you bend, think of that as the soft phase. Because sometimes we go the other way in our thoughts, I feel. So it's good to go both ways. And then make it strong. Back leg strong, front leg strong. Bring the hands to the heart. Hands come up and overhead. And then they reach out and they stop at shoulder height. Beautiful. Now, belly pulls in gently. Both legs pull up energy from the earth. Maybe even imagine that you were dragging your heels towards each other. Okay, so my legs are very active now. And then just a gentle reach. Keep your hips where they are. And a tip into your triangle pose. So this hand can land lightly on the shin. It can be free just to the front of the leg if you like. If you need a little more support, bend it, or if you're up a little higher, put it on your thigh, but bend the knee a tiny bit. Now, of course, if you need a tiny bend in your knee anyway, that is totally okay. Top arm can be up or hand can be on the hip, because every once in a while you have a day where the legs are working and enjoying that work, but the shoulder is feeling, something not quite right. So make that adjustment. All right, so this triangle pose, moderately wide feet, belly engaged, legs engaged, and the arm doesn't necessarily have to be pressing in nice and strong. We're going to do that on round 2. So breathe here. Good. And then rise up. Release the arms, turn the toes forward. Now turn the toe to the second side. Okay, adjust here. So remember, we started a little bit with that warrior 2 up and down. So Belly and chest are forward. Shoulders are forward, but the legs are going the opposite way. So hands on the hips, and let's bend and straighten. Good. Bend and straighten. Beautiful. Checking that the knee is happy, and then can you bring the energy in the up? Can you bring the energy when you pull the leg towards straight? Good. All right, one more time. And then pause here. All right, so bring the energy and maybe even imagine you're trying to drag your feet closer together. That engages the inner thighs, the outer thighs, all of it, right? Bring the hands to the heart. Hands come up and arms go out. So feel this open feeling in the chest and in the belly. We want to keep this feeling when we make this triangle pose. So reach forward, tip yourself in, and that hand comes lightly to the leg, or it can be free out there. If the shoulder, like my shoulder on this side is feeling a little tight, we didn't do any arm warm up. So maybe it's better for today's triangle pose to bring the hand to the hip. If you need the front hand on the thigh, put a tiny bend in that knee. Or if you need to, that's what you need to do. But occasionally, it does feel good to bring that arm up and just feel that open stretch. And we're going to breathe here. Good. Breathing. Both legs are strong. Imagine you're pulling the legs towards each other. And one more breath. And up we go. Beautiful. Turn all your toes forward. All right. Bring those legs together just for a moment. Heel toe them or step them in. Take your blocks, if you have them, and put one to each side. Okay, because on round two, now you could repeat round one, but on round two, I'm going to cue pressing firmly, firmly, firmly into the block. So we'll have 1, 2, 3 points of contact with the earth. All right, so now step your widest comfortable step. Like, don't go too far where you feel that you're gonna do the splits or fall over, but your widest step. All right, turn a foot forward and a heel last. All right, so think of this as warrior two first, right? So I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips, or actually to the top of my thighs, and the chest and the belly are facing forward, so the opposite direction of the legs, right? And then we bend in. Oh, this feels so good. So a strong warrior two, getting that thigh is parallel to the floor as you can, but don't worry if it's not. But getting it where you feel this open length, but now drag the legs together. Don't move them, but find that energy in the legs. All right, bring the hands to the heart. Okay, so we still have a front bent knee. Inhale, rise the leg and the arms up. Arms open up. Exhale, reach out and tip in. Find your block. Put it as high as you need. You might need 2 blocks here. If you do, totally okay. Add an extra block. I'd rather you be super high today so that you can enjoy the openness in your chest and push into the hand. All right. Push in. So now we have 3 grounded points, right? So push into both feet, push into the hand, and then just find joy for a moment. Energy from the earth coming up both legs, the hand that's on the block, everything comes to the heart, and we just shine for a moment. Look any direction that you like. One more breath here. Okay, we're gonna come out of this with control. Bring your top arm to your hip. Bend your front knee. Release your block and rise up. Good, turn the feet. If your block is too close, move it out of the way. Turn the feet. All right, so we have this big wide stance, right? Let's come into our warrior two. Bend the front knee. That knee comes over the ankle. Yeah. The front thigh is as parallel as it'll go right now. Don't worry if it's a little back, and sometimes the sides are not the same, and that is okay. Come on in. Bring your hands to your heart. Take them up high as you lift up the leg. Arms go out wide, and we reach forward. Tip over. Find your block. Whatever height it needs to be, top arm is up, or always, always option hand on the hip. All right, drag both feet together. They're not moving, but they're very much awake. And let's press into our 3 points. Press into both feet. Press into the hand on the block. Bring all of that energy to the heart and feel that moment of sparkle, of shine, of joy. Breathing here. Good. Nice deep breaths if you can. And then we're going to come out carefully. Bring the hand to the hip. Carefully bend the front knee just a little. Rise up. Turn all of the toes forward. Good. Tuck those heels in. Let's try a couple squats to end. Oh, I feel so much more space, so much more open there. So nice wide goddess squat. Good. And one more time. And then carefully bring those legs back together. You can heel toe them or step them. Come to Tadasana, where we started. Feet about hip distance apart. Toes spread wide, and then they reach out. Inner and outer foot engaged. Legs strong, bellies in. Shoulders are down and back. Let's pause and breathe. And there you go, my friends. Thank you so very much for joining me for a little Monday morning yoga minute fun. Let us know that you're watching. Give us a like, give us a love. We love comments, we love requests, and we'd love to see you at the studio. Thank you so very much, and namaste.